Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever found yourself begging the universe for a sign? Whispering to the sky in the middle of the night, wondering, why isn't anything changing, even after I've done everything? You've tried affirmations, rituals, visualizations, yet the silence still echoes back. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many of us are taught that transformation comes through effort, that if we just do more, push harder, think more positively, we'll finally get there. But what if that very belief is what's holding us back? Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in modern psychology, suggested something completely different. Real change, he said, doesn't begin with striving. It begins with surrender. Think about it. What you resist often sticks around. What you try to force can end up breaking. This video isn't about doing more, it's about becoming more. And sometimes that journey starts with doing absolutely nothing. Before we dive deeper, take a moment, just breathe. And if you're someone who's curious about deeper truths, go ahead and subscribe to Beyond the Body. We explore reflections just like this one. In today's world, we're surrounded by messages telling us to hustle more, stay positive, act now. But we're rarely told the real truth. Healing doesn't come from trying to control life. It comes from listening to what life is trying to tell us. Jung believed that our unconscious mind is always speaking to us. The real challenge? We rarely slow down enough to hear it. You might say, I want love, but deep down, a quieter voice inside you may be whispering, I'm not worthy. The world doesn't respond to our words, it responds to our energy. As Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will rule your life, and you will call it fate. So instead of trying harder to fix everything, take a moment and ask yourself, when was the last time you truly slowed down and listened to yourself, without judgment, without trying to change anything? What if instead of asking, what feels broken, you asked, what part of me believes I'm not already whole? That's where real transformation begins, not by changing your life, but by changing how you see yourself. We often mistake life's delays as rejection. But what if the universe isn't denying you, it's reflecting you? You may be doing the rituals, saying the affirmations, but if your nervous system is filled with fear or doubt, your energy will speak louder than your words. You're not being punished, you're simply being shown a reflection, and the mirror never lies. True alignment can't be faked. It's something you feel. It begins the moment you allow yourself to be fully present, when you slow down, breathe, and intentionally do nothing. That's not laziness, that's radical trust. It's saying to the universe, I'm no longer begging, I am becoming. This is the path of individuation, Jung's word for the process of becoming whole, not perfect, but whole. Wholeness doesn't come in the chaos of constantly trying to fix yourself. It comes in the quiet, in the still moments between efforts, when your soul finally has space to breathe. Letting go doesn't mean giving up, it means giving in to the deeper wisdom already alive inside you. If this message is stirring something within you, take a moment, breathe, and if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to Beyond the Body. This space is here to remind you of what you've always known, but may have forgotten. Now here's where the real shift begins. When you stop forcing, when you sit in stillness long enough, nothing happens. No miracle, no booming voice in the sky, just silence. Jung called this the creative void, the space where the old self has died, but the new self hasn't yet arrived. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like failure. But this space is sacred. Have you ever felt stuck in that quiet, in-between space, and wondered if something beautiful might still be forming beneath the surface? This is the moment where your ego begins to let go, and your true essence starts to take root. Most people run from stillness, thinking it means nothing is happening. But in truth, this quiet space is where everything starts to shift. Your nervous system is recalibrating, your energy is realigning, your mind is getting ready to receive what you once felt you had to chase. This isn't the end, it's the beginning, the womb of your becoming. Carl Jung's greatest insight wasn't about fixing yourself, it was about remembering the truth that's always been there, underneath all the noise. You were never meant to chase your worth. You were meant to remember it. Healing, love, clarity, these aren't rewards you earn, they're states you return to. So stop, breathe, let go, allow the version of you that always felt the need to chase, to dissolve. Then watch what happens when you finally give life the chance to catch up with your stillness. You don't have to try so hard to be enough. You already are. This journey isn't about becoming someone new. It's about returning to the person you were before the world told you who you had to be. Let the silence speak. Let the mirror show you what was always there. Because the truth is, you already are what you've been searching for. If this message touched something real inside you, comment below, I choose alignment. Let others know they're not alone on this journey of becoming. And remember, Beyond the Body isn't just a channel. It's a mirror, a sanctuary, a place to remember who you truly are. Until next time, Stay soft, stay still, and trust. Sometimes doing nothing is the most powerful thing you'll ever do. What would happen if, just for today, you stopped trying to become and simply allowed yourself to be?